Hi, I'm Jane King, and this is New to the Street in person back here at the NASDAQ market site in New York City. This show is all about public, private, and blockchain companies, how the CEOs, the founders, and the innovators bringing you lots of opportunities to consider. Here we go. Acurx Pharmaceuticals is a late-stage biopharmaceutical company focused on developing a new class of small molecule antibiotics for difficult-to-treat bacterial infections. With me is CEO David Luci to explain the company's latest milestone. So you had the FDA meeting after completing the phase 2 clinical trials with the new antibiotic. So how did things go?
Oh, Jane, I'm delighted to be here. Thank you. As always, it's a pleasure to see you. Things with the FDA could not have gone better. We established and agreed on a regulatory pathway to FDA approval, which even beyond the agreeing to the phase 3 clinical trial mandate. We agreed on the clinical trial protocol. Everything went exactly as planned. Some of our investors were worried we might have to do some dose-ranging arm in the phase 3. That's off the table. So it just could not have gone better.
Explain the strategy behind the, exploiting this bacterial infection treatment, and what's your strategy with that once it does go through these trials?
So our strategy, if we don't do a full M&A transaction, if we can't get the intrinsic value for our drug, because our share price is currently depressed, what we would do is worldwide partnerships, licensing deals. When the regulatory approvals are in hand, what we would do is approach Ligand, Royalty Pharma, groups that kind of fund revenue streams. Okay. And we would say in each case, we have a 10 or a 12-year revenue stream in the US, Canada, UK, Europe, Japan. So we have all these revenue streams now under one tent within Acurx. Send us a term sheet. We want to talk about selling the company to you, and you'll buy the revenue streams.
Okay, interesting. Just in general, kind of zooming out, where do you see the company in a couple of years?
In a couple of years, I think we see the worldwide rights to ibezapolstat fully partnered, and I see phase 3 data that is very likely, I put it at about 80%, that the phase 3 will work out just fine. And I see our share base not going up very much.
Yeah. Okay. Any final comments?
We feel like we have a drug here. We see the phase 2 data. We see that the FDA is very enthusiastic about what we have. They've been very good to us, and we think the best is yet to come.
And the clinical trials have shown effectiveness.
Yes.
Or else you wouldn't be moving on with these trials.
No reinfections, Jane. Yeah. No reinfections at all.
I mean, that's key. So, okay. Thanks so much, David.
Thank you, Jane.
Yeah.
Do not fear, Microbe Man is here. SGTM's Microbe Man is here to restore your soil and health. Healthy soil, healthy food, healthy people.
La Rosa Holdings is disrupting the real estate industry with technology. The tech allows La Rosa to offer agents a choice between a revenue share model or an annual fee-based model with 100% agent commissions. With me is CEO Joe La Rosa and also José Couverte, who is a team leader.
Absolutely.
And so tell me a little bit about how you and Jose were connected and what his relationship is with the business.
Absolutely. So we're very blessed to have Jose now part of our family, not only as a team leader, but as a talent acquisition advisor. He's actually built an organization of close to 1,400 agents with a previous company. And so as we've been getting ready to now introduce this very disruptive revenue share model that we're very excited to introduce across the country, I had the opportunity of meeting Jose, just getting his feedback and being able to kind of pick his brain a little bit. And he'll tell the kind of story. Once we had the opportunity to get to know each other more, the synergy between us was absolutely amazing, and we felt like we have to find a way to be able to work together and bring this model to the market because it's so needed in today's day and age.
Yeah. Jose, what would you say to agents? Like, what are some things they should look for in this type of revenue model?
La realidad es que estoy muy contento con esta decisión que hemos tomado de poder mover nuestro negocio a La Rosa. Cuando Joe me presentó la oportunidad y la idea que tenía de poder llevar este beneficio que tienen hoy los agentes a través de la industria de poder construir un legado a través de lo que es el revenue share, y me explicó lo sencillo que iba a ser, lo fácil que iba a ser para un agente poder comenzar a generar el ingreso. Me di cuenta que ninguna otra plataforma lo tenía. Así que me di la tarea de analizarla bien, de proponer algunos cambios, y les presento la mejor oportunidad que ningún agente inmobiliario pueda tener hoy en la industria, en todos los Estados Unidos y próximamente aún fuera de los Estados Unidos. Es el modelo correcto en donde no tan solo vas a poder centrarte en producción, sino también tener diferentes maneras de ingreso para construir lo que más nos importa a nosotros, un legado. Y como hispanos es la oportunidad que nos hacía falta para empoderarnos y poder salir a conquistar en este país a donde nos hemos mudado, no para depender de otros, sino para construir riqueza y un futuro mejor para nuestra familia.
So again, it's really about now supplementing any potential income loss maybe that they have had, or create now multiple streams of revenue. So any of the agents that are out there, if you're looking for additional ways to generate more income within real estate, you know, we have built a program that's absolutely designed for
We
you.
have the best one.
Yeah.
And unique. I mean, there's nothing else like this, right?
Very unique. I mean, there are other companies that offer revenue share, but
Okay.
again, we wanted to become a disruptor. Just like I've always said for years, you know, we didn't invent the idea of offering 100% commission to agents. We just found a way to disrupt it by providing a ton of value to the agents. Same thing with the revenue share. There's a lot of other companies that have had great success with it for them as a company, maybe not as much for the agents. We wanted to put together a plan that was going to disrupt that and really be more focused on creating as much value and much revenue for the agent as possible.
So finally, and I can hear from both of you,
Sure.
what would your message be to agents who are looking at alternatives?
Now is the time. Just bring me an opportunity. Bring us an opportunity to explain our model. I know that it is going to be the best one on the market right now. We can grow together.
Yeah. I mean, the game is changing within the real estate space, and so I think over these next few years, you're going to see obviously new leaders kind of, you know, lead the way in the industry, and we want to be one of those leaders. We want to be as disruptive as we can and focus on not just saying that we're an agent-centric real estate company, but defining what it is to be agent-centric by creating as much value as we can to agents.
Okay, Jose and Joe, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Do not fear, Microbe Man is here. SGTM's Microbe Man is here to restore your soil and health. Healthy soil, healthy food, healthy people.
Zap Electric Vehicles is run by a team of experts from the mobility industry on a mission to redefine the electric two-wheeler segment. Zap's debut product, the i300, is an urban, electric, high-performance two-wheeler capable of traditional motorcycle levels of performance in a step-through format, making them easier and more fun to ride. So for this premium product and the company's premium direct-to-customer experience, customers ordering the i300 online will have their bikes conveniently delivered to their home or office by authorized zappers who will provide at-home inspection, service, and support throughout the vehicle ownership lifecycle. And today I'm pleased to have with me Dave Sturgeon, the Chief Financial Officer, to talk more about Zap. So tell us about a little history of the company. How did it get to where it is today?
Thanks, Jane. So Zap is a UK company. We were originally founded in 2017 by a group of motorcycle enthusiasts who, quite frankly, were actually looking for a way of going electric, and there was nothing around for them to choose. And so they set about designing a product that would combine the high performance that they were used to with the benefits of electrification in terms of, you know, performance and environmental aspects. And so since then, we have been developing the product. The product was, the i300 was originally released to the market in 2018, 2019. We've won 9 design awards since then. And obviously we had COVID in the middle to deal with, which has set everybody back. But since then we set about organizing our our business model properly. So we have a contract manufacturing relationship that I'll talk more about in a minute. That's very, very significant, and also our financing arrangements. We have a receivables financing package that, again, is quite critical to the business model, getting all those sort of stuff in place.
Yeah.
We went public via a de-SPAC in April 23. Unfortunately, that didn't raise any money for the company. But since then, we've been moving towards getting into production. And when we last updated the street at the end of February, we said we expect to start actually selling product in the summer of this year.
Okay. And with me is Mark Coble, the head of investor relations, to talk more about the company. Explain 4 wheels versus 2 wheels. How is that implemented into your business model?
Sure. I think an important thing is the differences between the requirements of 4 wheels versus 2 wheels. In the 4-wheel space, you can almost get into kind of a vicious circle where drivers tend to demand more and more range. In order to achieve that, they need to add more batteries. It adds to weight, and then the in process that makes it difficult to actually achieve additional range. In the 2-wheel space, it's actually the opposite. Because the batteries are smaller, they're lighter. It makes it easier to extend the range in a 2-wheel context. The i300 was designed to have fewer battery cells per vehicle as well as per mile traveled. And then when you add on the convenience of a removable battery in the 2-wheel space, we talked about urban mobility. In the context of densely populated urban areas, it can be difficult to just at a practical level install enough infrastructure to be able to charge everyone's vehicles on the street, or swapping stations. And so having small, lightweight, removable batteries, we think is ultimately the better solution, and makes it more possible for people who want to go electric to do that in a way that's actually more convenient and cost less.
No, it makes a lot of sense, and a lot of times the charging stations aren't working, so this gives somebody a backup for that. So, Mark, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
FinTech TV, the newest streaming channel focused exclusively on the business of blockchain, digital assets, and sustainability. Broadcasting from our studio on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange and daily reports from NASDAQ. We are planning a global expansion, 24/7 coverage. You can be a part of the launch as an investor in FinTech TV. For more information, go to fintech.tv/invest.
Lameness issues, joint pain, and osteoarthritis can be difficult to treat and debilitating for an animal's health and well-being. Take control of lameness issues and joint pain. Introducing Spring with OsteoCushion technology. With just one injection, Spring with OsteoCushion technology targets the root cause of lameness issues, joint pain, and osteoarthritis, helping animals do what they do best.
Hi everyone, welcome to Game Changers. I'm Anna Berry. Greene Concepts is truly changing the game in water. It trades under the symbol INKW, bottles and sells Be Water along with Happy Mellow beverages to support health and wellness and so much more. With me today is the CEO and President, Lenny Greene. Nice to see you again, Lenny.
Nice to see you, Anna. How you doing?
I'm great. So today I'm going to make a Walmart run, and I know that your product is about to be blasted throughout Walmarts, and I can even buy it online. So tell us about this wonderful partnership with Walmart.
So it started with Walmart Marketplace. Walmart Marketplace is their online platform, and sales for us is very robust at Walmart Marketplace. So that's how it started. Then we were able to fill out an application for what they call open call, which happened back in October. About 10,000 people apply. Only 400 of them are invited to go to Bentonville. We were one of the 400. And then when we were in Bentonville, we gave our presentation. They drank our water and they said, you got a deal. About 40 vendors got different products throughout Walmart, got a deal.
Well, I not only do I want to try the water, I want to see that aquifer in North Carolina myself. I'm sure it's beautiful. Now, around your bottling plant, you have a bunch of stores popping up.
Yes, so we have over 100 stores now. We have a distributor in that area, and we also have a brand ambassador in the area. And so they're building up all the stores around the plant, gas stations, C-shops, hotels, restaurants. And so far we have over 100 of these locations set up with B water going in and the shelves being replenished weekly. So that's very, very exciting. Our brand ambassador is going to go in there and make sure that we're placed the right way on the shelf, make sure our marketing material is seen, and he's going to be dropping in all day long, all week long, representing the brand, talking to the manager of the store, making sure they have water when they need water, when it runs out. So we're really excited about all these happenings. It's just pretty amazing.
Fantastic. Well, with all of this growth, I see your stock has doubled in the last month and it just keeps going up. It might be a little undervalued, might you think?
It's still very undervalued. It's just amazing stock to buy. And, we're trading at INKW on OTC markets. And the climbing gems are trading on OTC markets also at TLIF. Another great value.
Fantastic. Well, it's always a joy speaking with you. You definitely live the water that you sell. So all I'm waiting for is to try it myself. So come on, send me some, Lenny. I want to try it myself.
Send me your address and I'll be happy to get some over to you.
I will.
Lastly, our gallon line goes live on June 1st.
Okay, great.
So we added a brand new gallon line. It's been installed the last 6 months. We just put the last parts in and you'll be able to get B water now in a gallon. We also already have multiple truckloads per month pre-orders for the gallons. And the gallons are very sought after in the country. A lot of different CEOs of other water companies that don't have a bottling plant have been lining up and calling me saying, when you have gallons, we'll start taking truckloads from you. So I do have pre-orders already for multiple truckloads per month, so which is really exciting.
I bet it is a great time to be in this. And like you said, the industry is literally booming and only getting bigger. So as always, thank you so much for joining us on Game Changers. You're changing the game in water. Thanks for joining us, Lenny.
Thanks, Anna.
Thanks everyone for watching.
Your data is vulnerable to hackers, with email being the cause of 91% of all cyber attacks. Introducing SKUR, Swiss-hosted, data-mine-free, private and secure solutions to protect your communications. Secure Mail offers secure and private email communication. Secure Messenger offers private and secure chats. Secure VPN encrypts your internet traffic and protects your digital identity. Regain your privacy today. Visit SKUR at sekur.com.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Sekur Privacy and Security segment. I'm Anna Berry, along with Alain Ghiai, the CEO of Sekur. So the weekly hack topic is another big one. They all seem to be big and getting bigger, Alain. But we've got the FBI, the NSA, and the U.S. Department of State. They've issued a joint cybersecurity advisory warning of state-sponsored email hack. These attacks may be caused by a North Korean military intelligence agency. So what are they getting into? How are they getting our information? And how the heck is this happening? And most importantly, how can we protect ourselves from this?
Yes, this is the latest FBI warning about North Korea. I think today on one of the famous news channels I saw about China, what's happening is that it has to do with how companies configure their email domains in their servers. So if you have, Office 365 and you configure your domain email. I've had partners in other parts of the world that have misconfigured, excuse me, and our email doesn't go through. Actually, their email doesn't go through to us because it's not properly configured. That's exactly what happened. So when an email is not properly configured, a server setting, which are complex things to do, these hackers have an easy time. So we basically have a system that if an email is not properly configured from a sender, meaning mycompany.com type email, it just won't go through. So that's a protection that we have with a secure mail.
And so they liken this to the term spear phishing. So explain to our viewers exactly what that is. And it's very high level coordinated with these groups. So they spear phish into our email. How can they get in?
So they basically come in and they bypass the authentication process of your email server, which is not hard to do in those two big tech email duopoly that we have. And they somehow impersonate somebody else. Maybe, obviously by then they would have monitored your communication, so they know exactly who you email, who you talk to, and they'll impersonate that. Just that when you get that from one of these big tech messaging application, which we won't name here, that somebody supposedly that you know is looking for $200 and you have to bail them out. This is a classic story. So all of that can be eliminated with something like our secure send, secure reply, because email phishing is something that we will never be able to stop when we use a regular one of those big email outfits out there. It's just going to be one smart person after another. Today, the US is targeted in a major way because you have global conflict. And they're targeting not just government organization, they are targeting small businesses that have nothing to do with geopolitical thing, but that's the way to damage an economy. This is a large scale. There's 33 million small business in the US, and this is a prime treasure for these hackers.
Right. So you're saying it's unavoidable at a certain point, but it can be preventable when you adopt this lifestyle change, like we talk about with the secure features that you have, the secure suite. So tell us about the suite.
Yeah, so the secure suite essentially has an email, a messaging application, and a VPN. On the email part of it, we have something called Secure Send. And Secure Send is a way for me to send to a non-secure user an email without the recipient's user ISP being able to read it, and without essentially people sniffing the email in between, the hackers, and reading the content and modifying it, which is what business email compromises. And the concept is all the communication resides in our SWISF multiple redundant security server. The recipient just gets a notification via email to click on a link. You can password protect it, time limit. There's features you can do if you want. And when they click, they immediately connect to Switzerland. It's essentially like having your own private Swiss secure and private server. So the round trip thing, the recipient doesn't even need to have secure. They can just communicate and secure reply back. This also helps people who want to send a lot of attachments. Most emails will not accept more than 20 or 30 megabytes. Ours has up to 5 gigabytes that you can send in that method. That's great for real estate agencies who transact large file and financial information. Credit company. Yesterday I was discussing with a partner, and they're talking to some credit repair companies. These credit repair companies have clients that send them their social security numbers and their bank accounts and everything on regular email. You can only imagine the treasure trove of hackers. So Secure Mail is a fantastic product. We offer this for all level, individual, business, and enterprise. Our messenger has similar type of privacy feature. We don't require your phone number. You can chat with secure and non-secure user. And our VPN is the only Swiss-hosted, purely Swiss-hosted privacy VPN in the world. It encrypts your connection and guarantees you a Swiss IP address, which means that we have to obey the Swiss privacy laws, which forbids companies to tamper with your IP because that's your private property. Switzerland is the only country that has that rule. So I'd recommend at the very least get a VPN from us. It'll give you always a Swiss IP address, and then the email is really useful. I've had somebody yesterday who tried it with her husband to just discovering, and she thought it was such an amazing tool because you can basically go back and forth now in full privacy. That's the idea, without everybody else looking at your email and intercepting and, you know, causing big damages, financial damages.
Well, that's a big idea, and that's the mission and the vision behind Sekur. Privacy has arrived. Now, for our viewers interested in your services, what's the promo code today, Alain?
You can go to sekur.com and use promo code privacy. And again, we don't use big tech. We don't use open source coding. We have our own infrastructure, and we only abide by the Swiss privacy laws, which are the strictest in the world. And you'll see a variety of packages as you check. There's bundle that you can add on, and you get 15% off for the next 5 years with that promo code privacy.
Well, there you have it. Now it's time to regain your privacy with Sekur. Thanks for joining us again, Alain.
Thanks, Anna, and careful everyone out there in the cyberspace. Thank you.